All right, this will be 200 for 7 minutes. After you parked your car, could you hear screaming? After we got out, yes. What did you hear? A woman screaming and some scuffling going on upstairs and several male voices. Did you then radio for help? No, I radioed for backup units. Did the backup units come? Yes, they did. How much time passed from the time you radioed for these backup units until they arrived? They probably arrived within a minute. And all this time, there was screaming going on in the building. That's correct. After the backup unit arrived, what happened then? The building was surrounded, and I went to the north entrance of the gym. What instructions did you give to any of the other officers? I just told them that we were going to go in through the north side and to watch the other sides. Were you in charge of the operation? You might say that. Was the screaming still going on at the time the other officers arrived? That's correct. And nothing was said to anybody about looking in the window. I instructed no one to look in the window, and there was no discussion about it as far as you heard. As far as I heard, no. Did you have to break the door to enter the building? The door had, I believe, a board locking the two doors together from the inside. So actually, we pushed the door open most of the way, and then we were able to remove the board. Then the door, of course, opened. When you got up on top of the landing, where was the girl? Standing in the closet area. It may have been a bookshelf area where the shelves had been removed. It was just as you walked in the doorway. You said you tested all the doors and they all appeared to be locked. Yes, prior to the other officers coming on the scene, I observed that my partner had walked down the opposite side, which would be the south side of the building, and tried the doors there. He came back and informed me that they were locked. Did the building appear to be closed for the day or closed for the evening? No, the lights were on. Which lights? All the lights except the ones upstairs. The lights were off upstairs. I don't believe there were any lights except for the ones that were coming from the landing portion of the stairway. The stairway was lit in this room itself. As far as you can recall, the lights were out. Right. I don't believe there were any lights on. Did you come in with the flashlight? Do you recall that? No, we didn't need them. The room was fairly well lit from the light that was in the landing. As you came off the landing, there appeared to be one entire room. That's correct. Is there a bathroom in there? I don't recall seeing one. I just recall it as being one entire room. Officer, are any of the three juveniles that you apprehended on the stairway here in court today? No. Were all of the remaining defendants, other than the ones that you have identified, in the large room where this incident apparently happened? No. Which ones were in and which ones were not? There is one in this courtroom. Without looking at the arrest report, I can't remember the name. He went out the window and fell to the parking lot. Without mentioning any names, was this man in the room? Yes, he was in the room, but I don't recall the name. I don't quite understand the relationship of the stairs and the landing to the rest of the room. I think I could explain it more easily if I could draw a diagram. When did you meet Mr. Roger Burke? January 25. According to my records, your arrest and the seizure of the defendant's vehicle occurred on January 25. Right. Is that your recollection? Yes, it is. Where did you spend the prior night? The prior night, the night before the 25th, I was at home. You were at your parents' home? Yes, I was. At approximately what time did you leave your parents' home for the first time that day? About 8 a.m. Where did you go? I'm not exactly sure where I went. How did you get there, wherever it was? I drove my car. The defendant's Corvette? Yes. Was anyone with you? No, I was alone. Do you recall where you went after that first stop? No, I don't. Was anyone with you? No, I don't believe so. And you had not met Mr. Burke prior to the 25th of January? No. Have you seen him or spoken to him since that date? No, I haven't. Do you know a Harry Norman? Yes. When did you meet Mr. Norman? In high school. Did you maintain a relationship with him thereafter? No. Did you see him at any time in January of this year? No. Did you ever have any reason to believe that Mr. Norman purchased, sold, transported, or dealt in controlled substances? No. Did you ever use the defendant's vehicle to transport any controlled substance? No. Have you ever owned a firearm? No. Have you ever carried a firearm in the defendant's vehicle? No. Have you ever used marijuana? Yes. Have you ever purchased, sold, or dealt in any controlled substance? No. Did the officers who arrested you on January 25 give you any advice as to your right to remain silent? Yes. And were you present when the officer searched the defendant's vehicle on that day? Yes, I was. Where did the search take place? Along the highway. Which street? It was on the main road, the main highway there. Did the officers ask your permission to search the vehicle? Yes. Did you give permission? No. What did you say? I just said no. They asked me twice. I said no both times. What officers were they? Do you recall their names? I recall Senior Deputy Allen. He's the one who asked permission. Maybe I am not clear. As you were coming up the stairs, you say that the stairs made a turn. Was there a landing? There was originally a first landing. There is a first landing, and then the stairs made a turn. Yes. Is there a place to get off at that landing? No, there isn't. No stairs, just makes a junction, a junction. At the first landing that you got to, were the people coming down at that landing? No. Would you describe what happens when you get to the second floor level? Is there a landing there, or is it an immediate entry to the room? Tell us, as best you can, just how the staircase looks at the second floor. There is a landing there, and then you make a right-hand turn. Then there is a doorway immediately there on the landing. How big a landing is this? 4 foot square, or a little bit bigger than 4 foot square, probably 2 yards by 2 yards. And in just a little square area, as you come out of the door, you make a turn and go down the stairs. Go down the stairs. Is there a railing on that? No, there are walls. Okay. Okay.